Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter, but you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually...
And that pass intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen...
Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This quarterback is such a weapon on these designed QB runs. He's not trying to just go get first downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and man, he did it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's Martin. And the returner goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did so.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. You saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He caught it, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Open space at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking to pass on second down. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Direct snap. Keeps the legs moving. Open runway ahead. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, and how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
He's going to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
Yeah, and we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
He wants to pass it on second down. Finds a man on the right.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On second down, looking to throw. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. He's looking to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the defense makes the stand. Never got close to the goal line, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Penn State 14, Georgia 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw. Using the quick game. Finds a crease at the 20. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The give to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UConn was anything but dominant today, but the Huskies are going to leave Rentschler Field winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to take off. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Dogs want to move quickly. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Comes out throwing on first down. Still looking, on the move. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run the option. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the little razzle-dazzle? They try to hand the sweep on fourth down and give it to a wide receiver. The defense was locked in, did a great job seeing it, going, attacking it, tackling to the ground. Big fourth down stop by this defense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Georgia going up tempo.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Going over the top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Now on second down after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
691, get scored.
He'll just keep slinging it. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. On the move. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
The give to the tailback. Still running at the 40. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
It's good.
The kick is good. That makes the score. NC 21, Georgia 3.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fair catch called for and made. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Get set, get set.
Leaves it with the running back. Got room at the 35. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This defense has them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They go to the ground. Jumped on top of the pile. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed. Defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5. And those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They are getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll fire to his right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
He lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Illinois. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's going for it all. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Wallace. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get...
He lost one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A first down for the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Penn State 46, Georgia 3.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Going with the counter play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. They need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. The give on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's not going to get there. Stops short on fourth down.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
They'll run it on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal.
Pound 55 weak.
This is a designed run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On the run, it's Gibbs. Powers ahead, gets 4, he's down at the 10.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On second down, he'll let it fly.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
Takes it the other way.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week, you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. Stopped after making the catch.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called